himself, Weird Al is here! Instant applause, instant applause, instant applause. Stop. One of our heroes has a new concert film and will resurrect his classic comedy, UHF. Plus, Weston Scott shows you how to defend yourself from being attacked by baseball bats, knives, and guns. This differs from my plan, which relies on being bludgeoned, stabbed, or shot, and then suing. And then Bustus and Power Girl join forces to save us all from a menacing giant robot. And they may have to swing around a pole to do it, but so be it. I'll watch it. You will too, pervert. What's going on here? Sister. Big, huge week. Miss Grace Helbig was here for the majority of it.
Love that girl.
Bringing some sexy to the old studio, which I loved, and she also threw up on home base, which is not unexpected.
You ate it.
Delicious.
Really?
Yeah, delicious. Here's the thing. I forgot to feed an intern this week.
Kevin!
And I'm not proud of it. I also could care less. It's an intern.
Kevin! How could you?
Easily. I have other things to do. We also had a Boss Rutan little package this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could have taught Weston that stuff, you know? You guys didn't need to hire him.
Just to recap, Weston learned from Boss Rutan how to defend against knives and baseball bats. And
Ain't a thing. Ain't a thing, Kev. I got some moves.
Oh, really?
I got moves. You want me to show you one?
Wait. First of all, where did you learn these moves?
My dad is a black belt. Yes, he is.
Okay.
And I know moves. You want me to teach you one?
Please, I would love to see it.
Okay, pretend that you're going to grab my arm and you want to rip me, but just grab me as hard as you can.
Okay.
My arm.
Does it matter which hand?
No, just grab my.
Really?
Come on, just come back.
Ah!
Wait, try again. I'll give you harder, Kev.
But, okay, all right. Well, I don't want to bruise you.
No, you're
but,
not. I'll get out of it no matter how hard you grab.
Ha! Oh my God! Insane!
Do you want to know the trick? Do you want to know?
No, I want to try grabbing you other places.
No.
Let's just see if you can get out of it.
No.
What's the trick?
Okay, the trick is.
Teach me.
The trick is go like this.
Got it.
And you rip wherever the thumb is, because the thumb can't hold. Stop. That's gross. Stop.
This is what I did.
Forget it. You know what? Forget
I got out of it. See?
The world can be a dangerous place. There could be somebody behind any corner waiting to take you out. Like Boss Rutan.
Hey, Wes, what's up, buddy? Look at this, It's fun, right? Or what about this? Hand control, hold him, or hold.
Welcome to Lethal D, guys. God, I missed it.
Hey, you missed this. I see you like crucifixes, right?
Oh, maybe I haven't missed it.
Yeah!
Give me a little insight about who Boss Rutan is.
Oh, Boss Rutan is a kid who was born in Holland, was bullied when he was young, had a horrible skin disease and a lung disease. Because of the bullying, I think I really like to become like Bruce Lee. He was my idol, slowly but surely, bada bing, bada boom, and I became European champion Thai boxing in my class at that time, and then 3 times King of Pancras and UFC heavyweight champion.
Through your fighting history, who's been your toughest opponent?
I would say Masakatsu Funaki. I knocked him out, but it was a real tough fight. A lot of people say it's his best fight because he was such a tough guy. And every time he went down, he got up again. And then the final one was that I grabbed him by his hair. He had longer hair. And I drilled a knee in his face. And that was the one that took him out.
Tell me a little bit about this TV show.
It's called Punk Payback. We show it a security camera that picked up a robbery, let's say, in a gas station. I'll talk about it, and then we built the same set, and they put me in the place of the guy, and then I show the people at home what you have to do to get out of there. And the liver, I can eat and drink with a bottle of Chianti.
Now, can you give me some tips and show me some of your training to give me the Boss Rutan way?
Okay, well, let's do it. Liver shot.
Whether it's a real bat or a wiffle ball bat, somebody's coming at you.
So closing distance, that's what you want to do. Same if you're got a tall opponent to fight, you want to close the distance because you take the power away. If you are lucky enough that at the moment he loads up and you come in, that's a great thing. Even if he connects here, whoop, you know, this impact's not going to be really great because you're standing very close.
Okay.
From here, right away, boom, go for the headbutt. And after the headbutt, most of the time, go for a takedown. You want to have this guy on the bottom. Very simple. Hup, throw on the ground. Keep holding here. And from here we go, bang, dang, dang. Boom.
Say your attacker has a blade, a sharp edge, and you have to defend yourself against it.
If you do have the chance, I would step back, put your shirt off, wrap it around your hand, and then hopefully go here, protect the arteries. Maybe you get something you can, at least you can stop it once. Right. If you don't have the time for it and the attack comes right away, it depends, see? Now he stabbed and may coming to the side. But it all needs to be simultaneously. It needs to be blocking, boom, and you need to go right away. This could be one that you say, okay, you can lock up. Now you can simultaneously, and from here you can start unloading and knee him in the face. But it's also very easy to bring him down, you see? Maybe control, pull the head here, and grab the knife out like that. Yeah!
So you got some festive holidays coming up. Say somebody tries to steal your Halloween candy.
Trick or treat!
Hey, little boy, give me your candy.
No. Okay, what can you do? Let him pull. His defense is gone. Boonga! Headbutt in the face. Or, option number 2, while he's pulling and you feel his weight moving backwards, suddenly you release and you're gonna trap him. Up, boom, sit on top, boom, boom, boom. Pull that crazy wig up here. How does that feel? The wig in your face. Okay. Let me eat some candy here. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is have a little fun test. I'm gonna come after Boss Rudin with everything I got.
Right? Boonga! Poof! Ooh. Boom! I have control. Oh, look.
That was definitely one of the most physical lethal Ds I've gone through. Maybe you want to check out more stuff like this. Boss?
Yes.
Where are they gonna see it?
Punk Payback, November 2nd. BossRudin.com is my website. Boss Rudin MMA is on Twitter. Okay, now we get the leg. Pa! 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 Woo-ah! Ooh, you're too close! It's gonna take you out, bitches! It's gonna take you out! Bang, dang, bonk, 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 elbow, gunk, dong, bonk, bonk, bonk.
Hello, Pee-Pee?
Bonk! Oh, bonk! Fuck! Bonk! Oh, bonk! 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 Oh, yeah! Wait! Booyah! Ooh! You're too close!
Hey everyone, I'm Brian, supervising producer for Attack. Stick around. UFC fighter Josh Koscheck is here to talk about UFC 137. It's a good one.
Sorry.
First up, a new video from the NASA of nut shots.
Yeah, you like that? That's how I up!
That hurts pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
It does. That was like the Incredible Machine, but for nut shots, which is great. It could have only been better if they would have liquored up a midget and stuffed it inside the tire.
Oh.
Right?
Horse, your next video.
That man just has 2 calluses where his testicles
Oh
should
my God.
be.
I know that guy. I know Horace. Actually, I interviewed him for American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, yeah?
After he fell off the course, he was wearing whitey tighties, so they were all wet. And when he came out and he came back to interview him, I could see like his stuff through the tighty whities, and there was like red blood, like dots and stuff. Like
Happens to the best of us.
he is definitely scabbed up down there.
Did you ask him about it?
I asked him about it. I was like, are you bleeding? Because I kicked him earlier in the day in the ball, so I was like,
Oh, okay. We just conveniently left that out of the first story, but okay.
But I was like, are you bleeding? And he just got really uncomfortable and like embarrassed. So maybe it was something else going on down there.
What? What else do you think was going on down there?
Like scabies or something.
Oh. Wow.
I don't know. Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe. Because he wouldn't be embarrassed. Otherwise, he'd be like, yeah, this is my proof that I get kicked in the nuts all the time.
Look at my blood basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Don't be proud of that. Next up, you guys remember Deadmau5's rousing techno anthem, Ghosts and Stuff, right? I mean, you've been roused by that techno anthem before, of course. Well, here it is set to adorable little kitty cats. Aww. Sweet release.
Anything they do is just adorable.
Not when they're coughing up hairballs and vomiting milk
I thought it
all
was
over the
adorable.
carpet.
I was like, oh, you little kitty, you're so cute.
Cats or dogs, though?
What, one more or the other?
Yeah.
I can't choose. I used to be a dog person, then I was a cat person, then I was a
Choose
dog
one
person.
now, because we have a cat or a dog over an open flame right now, and you can only save one.
No,
Which one is it going to be? Yeah. We're piloting a new show here on G4.
Is it a big-sized dog or a little-sized dog?
Whatever you want it to be. Either way, it's going to be delicious.
Is it full-grown or a puppy?
It's a puppy, adorable puppy with a red bow. But it's also a cute little kitten who misses
Is it a
its
kitten,
mommy.
too?
Yeah, it is. You can only save one. They're warming up, Sarah Underwood. They're heating up.
I'm gonna say the cat because
You jerk! You're a dog murderer!
Here's my
You're
reasoning.
a dog
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
God,
No,
I
I
can't
said
believe it. Why would you?
Bailey, here's my reasoning. They get hit by cars more often, so it's just. That doesn't make.
Survey says dog murderer. I'm just kidding. We're gonna kill them both.
That was a horrible question.
They were both getting put down.
All right.
Only so many homes, guys.
Oh,
And there's
adopt,
only one
adopt,
Sarah
adopt,
McLachlan.
adopt. Everybody adopt. And finally, a man versus a table.
That's it.
Wow, we laugh, but he could be paralyzed from that.
Well, I mean, that's inherently funny, but everybody at home is grabbing their sides on that
Yeah,
one, right? Like
that was horrible.
that was bad. Now, in that situation, you see that go down. Do you think, oh, I'm bummed I wasn't filming that, or do you think, oh, let me help that poor table back up? It got knocked over.
Oh,
Or do you
the
think,
options are
I wonder
so
if I could kill a dog
kind.
right now because that's what I like to do in my spare time. Is that what you think? You dog murderer!
You made me choose!
This is the most ridiculous explosion. So weird. Everybody, please welcome Blair Butler and UFC welterweight fighter Josh Koscheck to the show. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Let's get right into the fights, you guys. The first fight, a heavyweight bout, Cheick Kongo versus Matt Mitrione. Tail of the tape of the tape. Kongo's got the slight height advantage, while Mitrione outweighs him by 25 pounds. Both fighters are very evenly matched in the reach department, but Cheick likes to kick every once in a while. And both fighters are powerful strikers, so I think we can all agree this is going to be a stand-up slugfest, or at least I hope it is anyway. Now, Josh, Kongo is a couple years older than Matt, but with age comes experience. So what's a guy like Matt, who's relatively new compared to Cheick, have to do to take this home?
Well, I think Matt Mitrione is a fast fighter. He comes out and he comes out with a good speed in his fights, and I think that if he keeps his fight on the feet and uses his speed and power, I think he could have a good shot at winning this fight.
Mm-hmm. And then Blair, on the other side of things, Matt is 5-0. He's he's undefeated,
Right.
but he's only fought 5 fights, so that's kind of impressive. But it's only 5 fights, so not nearly the amount of experience that Czech has. So what's he have to bring to the table?
Well, look, this is a huge step up in competition for Matt Mitrione. You know, he's had 5 professional fights. They've all been in the UFC, which is kind of remarkable. But he's shown improved boxing throughout. 4 of his last 5 fights have ended by KO or TKO, but Cheick Kongo is not Kimbo Slice. Cheick Kongo is great with leg kicks, so Matt Mitrione's definitely got to check those. No pun intended.
But
Sorry, that was terrible.
That was good.
Yeah.
Blair, I got to excuse you for a second here.
Yeah.
My answer just totally sucked compared to that. I mean, why am I even here?
Encyclopedia of
Why
MMA.
am I even here? I mean, that was amazing.
Because here, she really is.
You know?
She's a genius.
I'm extremely nervous.
You're here because I want to ask this question, and Blair and I talk about this all the time. You are a fighter. Cheick Kongo's body tells me that he should be the greatest fighter in the history of MMA, yet he's not really been all that great. How come his body doesn't do wonders for him in the octagon?
Like you see the Roman days, you know, the big Colosseum. You know, he's one of those statues. You know, it's like you look and you just look at him, you're like, geez, that guy should just be able to kill anybody. Looking at him. But I think that you know, Chuck is needs to come and train at AK with us, and he'd be more successful.
Then it'd be totally fine.
Absolutely.
We maybe agree if you're watching Cheick, but I don't know, man. If you show up, I might change my mind. So who takes this fight then, Josh?
I think that Cheick Kongo may be able to pull it out if he comes out and shows I'm the big guy.
All right, cool. And Blair, what do you think?
I agree. Both these fights we're talking about today are so close. I'm going to have to go with Mitrione, but I want to make one really specific point of why. So his boxing has really improved, but something we saw in his last fight, he's very patient. In his last fight, he dropped the other guy and then waited. He didn't swarm him. And as we've all learned with Cheick Kongo, if you swarm him when you think he is unconscious, he will rise up like a zombie and knock you out. So it was a bad day for Pat Barry. I think it'll be a better day for Matt Mitrione.
All right, sounds good. I like that you split it down the middle, guys. I appreciate that, as usual. We're going to move on to the main event now, BJ Penn versus Nick Diaz. Nick, we assume is going to show up for the fight, even though he doesn't like phone calls or press conferences, but he'll probably show up for the fight. The tale of the tape is this. Both are evenly matched in height, weight, and reach, although Diaz is a little bit taller. Diaz is going to focus on boxing and jiu-jitsu, while Penn will use his striking and his submission skills. Butler, Diaz hasn't lost a fight in 4 years.
No.
How does he keep the streak going?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people regard Diaz as the best boxer in mixed martial arts, and the last person to say that was BJ Penn. He was the most recent person to say that. So when the guy you're facing is saying your boxing skills are incredible, that's a great sign. He trains with Andre Ward, who's a professional boxer. But, you know, the thing about Diaz is he's great on his feet. He's got a granite chin. You know, he's taken in that Paul Daly fight. He took some ridiculous blows to the face and actually dropped once and then came back up. His submission skills are terrific, but he has a little bit of a gap in between, and BJ Penn's had some really improved wrestling, so it'll be fascinating to see what happens when these two guys square off, since they're so evenly matched on the feet and the ground.
Right, and then Josh, Diaz obviously had that exciting win against Paul Daly. I know somebody else that beat Paul Daly down. This gentleman right here. What does BJ Penn have to do to come out here and dominate somebody like Diaz, who, like we said, for the last 4 years has done really well for himself?
I think he needs to come out and wrestle him and use his jiu-jitsu. You know, BJ Penn is known for his jiu-jitsu. He's one of the best in the world on the ground, and I think he needs to come and make a statement and put Diaz on his back and use his jiu-jitsu.
All right, and we talked about this a little bit earlier. You are a guy who you're known for your training. Your cardio is through the roof. BJ, it really all depends on what BJ shows up, how hard he's training, how hard he hasn't been training, which BJ shows up for this fight.
I think BJ knows that this is his last hurrah. You know, if he loses to Diaz, I think his career could be over. So I think that he's going to be training hard, and I think that he's going to be ready for this fight Saturday.
All right, so am I assuming you're picking BJ for this fight?
I'm picking BJ Penn for this fight.
All right. Great.
And for all the same reasons, I agree completely with him. I also picked BJ Penn.
You're a very smart woman. Great. I like it when you agree as well. Well, Josh, thank you so much for being here. Blair, you as well. Before we go, Josh, real quick, where can the people at home find you?
People can follow me on Twitter at Josh Koscheck and KosMMA.com. So
great.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Thanks again for being here, Blair. Josh Koscheck and Blair Butler. Always a pleasure, lady Blair. UFC 137 airs this Saturday on pay-per-view.
Hey everyone, it's Brian, and coming up, we've got a 2-on-1 handicap match, Bustus and Power Girl against a giant robot, and later, in our main event, Kevin squares off against Weird Al Yankovic. Stay tuned.
Corey Finch said, quote, "So my mother just asked if Sarah owned a shirt that went all the way down to her pants." My response, why would she? Duh, Mom.
All right. 2 things to say about that real fast. Hello.
Oh,
Right
so that's a
here.
yes.
Secondly, I have a long torso, okay?
What?
So, I have a long torso and I have shorter legs. So sometimes, a lot of times the shirts don't go all the way down, all right? Rude. Hey. It's just rude. It's just rude. It really is.
Is that the normal reaction when you catch somebody
I have a
looking at you from head to
disability,
toe?
and y'all are making fun of it.
What? No, that's not true. So you're what? You're 3 feet of torso and 1 foot of legs?
I'm more than 4 feet
Well, I mean, with
tall.
heels, yes, but I'm saying normally.
No.
Okay.
I do have a long. Look at this torso.
We are.
Like, whoa,
Don't gotta
this
tell us
is
twice.
long.
But if that were a belly shirt, what would it look like? Just
Well, apparently, you can go back to every other episode of G4 Attack of the Show that I
Yeah, but save them the time looking it up on their DVR. Just give them a little.
All right.
All right.
Next tweet.
Matt Coward is God said, "Bustus, help! There's an evil pole on my lawn terrorizing all the children. Please help!"
It's weird that they always find themselves in those positions that they have to go around a pole. It's just bizarre.
I torrented The Help for our weekly movie night, Bustus.
I'd have busted you for copyright infringement. But I really want to see the movie.
And all attempts to find out exactly what this giant robot wants have failed. The only thing that officials have oh my God! The only thing that officials have been able to figure out is that whoever is controlling this mechanical monster is doing so by use of the 2 antennae on top of its head.
The Help will have to wait. We have to help. Let's go. What? Wait. What?
Now's probably my last chance to say that I once killed a man with a shovel. I wish it was a mistake. It's not something I'm proud of. Oh, hey, Bustus is here, and she brought an incredibly sexy friend.
This thick head is completely impenetrable.
We have to bring down these antennas.
Actually, the plural of antenna is antennae. Really? This is weird. Enough grammar, Power Girl. It's time to work these poles.
Well, baby!
These rods are stiffer than they look.
Suck it up, Bustus, and keep working.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before. During the day.
Come on, Power Girl. We gotta jerk these poles off.
If there are any kids around, we should probably cover their heads with blankets or something. Yeah! Yeah! It looks like all the grinding has put the giant robot into some sort of sleep mode. That's it! Woo! Woo! That's what you get!
God, it has been a crazy week, Bustus.
You got that right, old chum. Calls for a hot chocolate, don't you think?
Yeah, I wish.
Here you go.
I have seriously got to get me one of those.
2 of those, citizen. You're gonna need 2 of them. I have important information. There is an all-new episode of Marvel Anime X-Men tonight at 11. It's the one where the X-Men learn about a mutant kidnapping. For character profiles, videos, image galleries, and more, go to g4tv.com/Marvel.
Hey, it's me again. Are you still there? If you are, up next, Weird Al goes one-on-one with Kevin, the baller, Pereira. They don't fight. They talk about UHF and stuff.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. Just a mere 24 hours ago, you had the chance to win this home theater package. Even she's shocked by this notion. It includes a 40-inch 1080p LCD, a Griffin Beacon iOS controller interface, and oh, so much more.
Oh, so much. And the winner is...
Joel S. of Grand Island, New York.
Congratulations to this person.
You did it!
You did it!
And today you could win this Kotobukiya Star Wars bundle. Darth Vader with an electrified helmet, a Han Solo carbonite ice tray, and a Darth Maul statue signed by the Sith Lord himself, Ray Park.
Amazing. To enter, visit g4tv.com/epic giveaway. Get your entry in between now and Monday, October 31st by 3 p.m. Eastern, and we will announce the winner on Monday's show.
Woo.
What a show Mondays will be, by the way. I've already seen it. It looks amazing.
Oh, it's good.
It's
You
fantastic.
got a crystal ball looking
A little
into
bit.
the future.
Yeah, if I polish them enough. But it will not be as amazing as having Weird Al Yankovic on the stage and recreating a scene from UHF. I'm sorry, you just can't top that.
Men in black with a mansion suitcases, where everything's on a need-to-know basis. Agents got that swagger, everyone's so cloak and dagger. I'm feeling nervous, but I'm really kind of wishing for an undercover mission. That's when the red alert came on the radio, and I put my earpiece on. Got my dark sunglasses on, and I have my weapon drawn. So I get my handcuffs, my cyanide pills, my classified dossier. Tapping the phones like yeah, shredding the files like yeah. I memorized all the enemy spies. I gotta neutralize today. Yeah, it's a party in the CIA.
Please welcome back Weird Al Yankovic.
So good to see you as well, sir. I look just like Miley Cyrus in that suit, don't I?
Exactly.
It's a dead ringer.
I'm so confused. I just now realized that you had to listen to Miley Cyrus a lot to make that song. I'm so sorry.
For my art.
For your art.
Yes.
You must suffer for this art all the time.
Part of my job.
Does it pain you to know that, oh no, this song's blowing up, I'm going to have to listen to it over and over again and talk to the artist and get permission?
You know, there's a certain point after the album is finished when I can actually turn off the top 40 radio station in my car and go, okay, thank you.
What do you turn to at that point? Like, what do you listen to when you're not on like art mode?
Wailing music and Viking hymns, things like that. Very esoteric. You wouldn't be into it. It's very hip, very hip.
Sea life sounds? Sea life sounds and machines clanging?
A little bit of that.
Okay, just something to clear the brainwaves.
It's fusion.
The tour, which has been wildly successful. It has been described as such.
Okay, look at that.
In capital letters. They've been to every show. There are people that go to like every Weird Al show, right?
Pretty much. I mean, there are fans definitely that have been to over 100 shows into the triple digits. Like I'll be doing 10 consecutive cities in a row, and the front row will be the same for all of them, which is pretty crazy. But yeah.
And they're not cardboard cutouts that you bring with you.
Not
These
as far
are
as I know. Actual humans coming to the show.
What are the die-hard Weird Al fans like?
Well, Fred. Now I'll go to that. They enjoy this show. They come in all shapes and sizes and all age groups, but they're all Korean. I don't know why.
It's
true.
I don't know why that is. You're the musical StarCraft.
What is that?
They love you.
I don't know.
And you had a birthday recently, and fans were sending you
83 years old. Can you believe it?
Don't look a day over 75, sir.
Thank you.
Do not. What is this?
Back in the 40s, I remember.
What is it? An oatmeal scrub?
I basically have my skin removed every night and let it grow back.
you pumice yourself down to bone, basically, and just let it grow.
Right.
How's the tour going, by the way? Because I know it's wrapping up. You have a couple shows left, but was it smooth sailing? Were there any?
It was great. The band, it's the same band since forever, and the crew's been wonderful, and the fans have been terrific. So it's
the band is animatronic, right?
Yeah, they're all robots.
They're like a Chuck E. Cheese robots thing.
But kind of Crisis is free. We haven't had any like humorous anecdotes of things horribly going awry. The band's on a groove. We're having a great time.
But I guess the beauty of it being a Weird Al show is that even if you were to like fall off a stage wearing the Michael Jackson fat suit, people think it's part of the show.
I can pretty much do no wrong because anything that happens on stage, oh, he meant to blow up. You know, of course.
Oh, I got pieces of Al on me.
Yeah.
Well, he really sells it. Now that the tour is wrapping up, we're going into the holidays, maybe a little bit of a lull. 2012, what does the calendar look like for you?
Well, it's the end of the world, so that's why I want to get all this stuff out just this year.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, because next year, after the sky starts falling, it's going to be kind of, you know, not the best time to be moving units.
Well, let's assume that maybe the movie was wrong and we're not going to fall into a volcano or something of that nature. Just in case, is there a contingency plan?
No.
Is it another album?
I'm pretty much depending on the end of the world at this point.
Damn it. I want to hear that there's another album brewing. I want to hear that there's a TV show.
At some point, I've got another album on my contract. There'll probably be some more touring next year. It's a big question mark. I'm waiting to see what falls into my proverbial lap.
We are too, good sir. Something that fell into our lap was a chance to recreate one of my favorite movies. It happened to be one that you starred in, good sir, UHF. And I know that you watch our show all the time. We're the only show on your DVR.
I saw the homage. That was amazing.
Okay.
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
So we had Sarah and Candace and Oatmeal. Yeah, there it is right there. And then we tried the fire hose as well. And this is all a quest to fulfill my egoic desires.
You know, if I had two hot women wrestling in Oatmeal for UHF, we would have done much better opening weekend. You know,
what is it?
Box office would have been through the roof.
Little Joe Miller did a pretty good job, though. He found
he was okay.
found that marble a lot quicker than Sarah Candace.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
It's because we took it out, to be honest. But with that said, I have you here. I was wondering if maybe you could help me recreate yet another scene.
I think I should come back like 352 more times and then do the whole movie in little bits.
I think that's the best idea I've ever heard. Can we? Every journey starts with a single step.
Okay. All right. So we do.
Let's take it right now.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah!
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present Kevin Pereira's presentation of UHF.
Well, here we are. Wow, this is even better than I imagined. Let's go check it out.
I don't know, George. I'm not so sure about this.
See, the door's open. It's a friendly place.
Hey, mister! Change? Spare some change?
Oh, sure.
85? 95? $1! Thanks, mister!
And scene.
Weird Al's tour wraps up November 12th at the Pantages Theater in Los Angeles. That's not a sign. You can check it out and pick up the Alpocalypse tour on DVD or Blu-ray. Thank you again, sir. I appreciate it. I'm sorry if those are soiled.
And now it's time to attack this geek chic for your lady friend. Now, dudes have no shortage of sweet, nerdy teas, so it's a good thing there's Her Universe, so the ladies can rep their nerd cred too. The brainchild of Clone Wars voice actor Ashley Eckstein, Her Universe has an assortment of sci-fi themed teas that'll please any femin nerd, like a classic Yoda or the original trilogy poster. But how can you beat the BSG So Say We All Zip Up hoodie? Well, I'll tell ya, you can't. So give your nerdy lady the gift of some sexy threads for as little as $25. But if you really want to up your girl's nerd cred, I have something that'll do the trick. It's a Game Boy dress. This strapless piece is modeled after the original little gray brick we all know and love. While it won't actually play Tetris, it will turn your girlfriend into a walking reminder of the original portable gaming device. And hey, it's a tight fit, so that's one sexy piece of nostalgia. Just be sure to ask before you blow into her cartridge, you know? Hit up Pepsi and order your gal this piece of swanky gaming swag for $70. And And finally, we've all seen heart-shaped beds, coin-operated vibrating beds, but nothing beats the one and only Millennium Falcon bed. Yes, your dreams have been realized. A giant fluffy bed that's designed to look like the fastest ship in the galaxy. And you bet your ass it lights up. It's bigger than Jabba, fitted with smuggling compartments and comfortable enough that you'll have no problem running her Kessel in less than 12 parsecs. If you know what I mean. Unfortunately, this bed is one of a kind, so you'll have to contact the maker and beg for one. Head over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all this geek chic and more.
Hey, it's Brian, and still to come, Candace blows the out of blow-up dolls, Vegas style. Yeah! See you next.
How do you like directing naked people?
It's fantastic. It's great. I love it. I love it.
Coming up on Attack of the Show. Kal Penn will be here live in studio to get stoned in 3 dimensions in the new movie, A Very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. Plus, Fax Bear returns while Sarah Underwood and I get into costume for Halloween. And we preview Lord of the Rings War in the North on Game Break. Then Chris Gore swings by for DV Tuesday to rate Pee-wee's Broadway show and the Willy Wonka 40th anniversary box set. And Candace Bailey straps on her racing boots when she hits the track to go rally racing. See it starting Monday.
It's time for our behind-the-scenes moment of the week!
You guys get out of the car.
Well, here we are.
Wheel down.
This is it.
Wow.
90 seconds.
Talk while I'm walking. Wow, this is even better than I imagined.
What's that? Sure.
95. Oh, $1. Thanks, mister.
And I know that you watch our show all the time. We're the only show on your DVR.
I saw the homage. That was amazing.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
So we had Sarah, Candace, and Oatmeal.
And scene.
I haven't done that scene in about 20 years, and I felt all the old acting chops coming back. So I was in the moment, I had to dig deep and pull back the layers and really get into the character's head, which I haven't done in a while. So it was nice to revisit my old friend George Newman.
So cool.
So sweet. So nice.
Nicest guy on the planet.
Really, it's I don't trust it. But not only was he game to do it, but he, like a pro, caught the fact that the door was actually open. I don't know. I guess we didn't see it in that clip, but during the live bit, he was supposed to open the door. He saw that it was open and just casually closed it to complete the scene because he's a professional.
Memory on
And
that
I've never
guy.
seen that before. A professional on the stage. And people don't realize this, but our show truly is live. We have a 6-second delay for when you say and then everything else is just live. And he got one shot to rehearse it with you during the commercial break, and then he said, "Oh, are we going to do this?" I said, "Yeah." After the interview, we're going to get into it.
No,
and we
he's
did.
such a pro. I mean, we got to rehearse it a bunch of times before he even came on, and I still screwed it up.
I was
So
like, yeah,
it is-
we still screwed it up entirely. But hooray, TV history was made!
When I come to Vegas, I could spend all my money on casino games and expensive drinks at posh hotels, but instead I'll spend it on precious metals, lead bullets, because I'm shopping at the gun store. When in Rome, I mean Las Vegas, no trip is complete without taking out your frustrations with a few pulls of the trigger on some fully automatic weapons. But with a big wall of weapons, what will I choose? Okay, I'm gonna go with the M4, the AK-47, and the guys from the gun store promised me a little surprise. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are a bunch of things about Vegas that I love, and a lot about Vegas that I simply can't stand. So today I thought I'd bring by all of my most hated things about Vegas and blow them all to hell. Okay, so the first gun I chose is the M4A1. The reason I chose this is because this gun can do about 800 rounds a minute. The rounds this thing shoots is 5.56 millimeters. I've got 4 magazines, and I think that's gonna be enough to fill my targets full of holes. Now, one of the things that really bothers me about this town are all the showgirls and the strippers running around with their fake tans and their weird stripper smells. It's enough to drive a girl crazy. I think I got him. Okay, this is the AK-47. It shoots 5.56 millimeter rounds, 800 rounds per minute. And the really cool thing about this gun is that it's virtually indestructible, which is why it's one of the most popular guns in the entire world. I think it's gonna be perfect. I love Vegas t-shirts. Come on, we know you're having a good time here, but does anybody really want to buy this crap? Die, tchotchkes! Now that's what I call souvenir hunting. And now for my final surprise, I've got the Scorpion. It might be small, but it packs a big sting. This shoots a 32 auto round, and it's really fast, shooting up to 1,000 rounds a minute. It has a buttstock here so I can stabilize it into my shoulder. Because of its small size, this gun is highly concealable and is used in a lot of covert operations and close quarter combat. You can't walk 2 steps in this town without seeing this. Smut peddlers, I hate you! Feel the wrath of the Scorpion, smut peddlers! Sorry, ladies. Ow. I got hit. Not really. I got some good aim. I got her right in the vajayjay. Yeah. Who needs a day at the spa when all you really need to relax is to blow some up? Now I can leave Vegas in peace. Thank you, the gun store. You've been oh so good to me. How much is this? Sorry guys, nothing personal. I just don't like strippers.
Many, many thanks to our guest, Weird Al Yankovic. I also want to thank Candace Bailey, because she was totes adorbs. Carrie Keegan, showing on up. Weston Scott, Boss Rutan, Blair and Blair. Grace Helbig was here. That happened and she vomited. And Sarah Underwood.